Should be on top of it. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
It's not you. It's not on. Email. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الحمد لله نعينا.
Okay, we'll try this again. الحمد لله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وجعل الظلمات والنور ثم الذين كفروا بربهم يعدلون. الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله لقد جاءت رسل ربنا بالحق. Okay, class 3. Everybody was late. What happened?
Me,
Everybody was late.
my brother was getting food for my mom and dad. So when he came home, since he was getting food, he was late because the food was taking time to get ready.
Mm-hmm. It's late.
Well,
Okay.
my uncle just dropped me off at the front.
Okay. Talk to your uncle, inshallah. I love your hat.
I thought we were praying at 6:30, I guess.
No, we prayed 6:30 because waiting for you guys yesterday.
We were here.
Huh?
So I just assumed it was 6:30.
No, remember? Okay, yeah, you were here. Me and you were here. These guys. Yeah, we were waiting for these guys and should have some little things over here. The bathroom was there with nothing. That was nothing. Okay, yeah. So no, we was waiting for those guys. From now on, listen, be here at 5:55 because we're going to pray at 6 so we can get into class. Inshallah. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take a picture of the schedule. Those times on the schedule is no longer adhan time. That's iqamah time. Inshallah. Okay. Looks like the connection is stable. We took some vocabulary yesterday, and everything that applied before still applies. Remember, like I told you guys, whoever misses out on a lesson is going to miss out on a lot. There's no point in getting the next 5 links if you're missing 2 links before, even 1 link. What benefit is a chain with a link missing? Can it hold anything together? Can you put it on the body? It says it had 1,000 links, only 1 was missing. Can you use it? You need every single link. So you need every single lesson because these are like links to a chain. Do not be lackadaisical and do not be negligent, or you're not going to see the fruits of your study. You're not going to see it. Review. Do your homework. Do your review. Try to review it to the point you can say it like I told you guys. In the beginning, there is no paraphrasing. In the beginning, there is no short form. Everything should be verbatim. Everything that's been taught so far should be verbatim. If you try to shortcut and paraphrase and all of those other versions of, making things shorter to abridge it, whatever you want to do, you're not going to come out with the desired result because you're not in a position to do that yet. These are your tools. This is your foundation. These are your foundation. So just like if someone's building a home, you cannot take shortcuts on the foundation. You can't take shortcuts on the foundation. If somebody's making a meal, you can't take shortcuts on the main ingredients. So this right here is the main ingredient. Okay. So yesterday we had homework. The homework was 5 phrases using ana and using nahnu.
Using just
5 each. 5 each. Using ana and nahnu. Did everybody understand that yesterday was 5 each? No? No, so both of them. Ana and nahnu. So that's going to be your homework today. Inshallah. Okay, 5 each. Going to begin from my right, Ibrahim. We used that yesterday.
No, we did not know what's the room
Sahih.
yesterday.
I'll accept it. Loophole. And a Muslim, okay? If you wrote it down, read it. Yeah, you can read it. You can read it. You don't have to memorize it. You can read it from your paper. Stop talking. You brothers are talking, and you should not be talking. Yes. Got your paper. Be careful. This is very important. Always be prepared. Got it?
I don't think it's say,
Abdul Haq.
uh, أنا رجل
أنا رجل. I'm a man.
أنا أبا
أنا
أبا like Abu أنا
Abun.
Abu
Abun. So I'm a father. Mhm.
أنا أمريكي
I'm American.
أنا طالب
I'm a student.
أنا عبد الله.
I'm the slave of Allah. A slave of Allah. Mhm.
That's
That's for Anna. نحن.
okay. نحن مؤمنون.
We are believers.
Now this one is I didn't write but it's نحن إلى إليم. I'm trying to say we are learning Arabic.
Okay. نتعلم.
نتعلم
نتعلم. Mhm.
العربية.
Okay, we're learning Arabic.
نحن من الماء.
We are from water.
نحن هنا.
We are here.
نحن جاهزون.
We are prepared. We're ready. MashaAllah. Muhammad, you forgot. La ilaha illallah. You two are friends. I can tell. What's your name, Akhi? Mikhail. Mikhail. Nah. Say it.
Oh, I did say one of them.
Try.
And Ibn Rashida,
I'm the son of Rashida.
I can't say.
Try. It's the same word. You got to be able to say, Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time, record yourself. All of these devices, smartphones didn't exist when I left to go study. Didn't exist. Facebook didn't exist. Twitter didn't exist. YouTube didn't exist. Nothing didn't exist. When you went to class, you either had to be able to write behind what the teacher was saying or be able to grasp the main point and summarize it in your head. As you all know, I'm a slow writer. So I don't take dictation well. And this is why I try to commit to memory whatever I'm studying, whenever I'm studying, while it's being said, because I can't write fast enough to take this. Right? Now, everybody has all of these different kind of devices. With all of these devices, come on, guys. All you have to do is go home and repeat it. Repetition, repetition, repetition. That's all. Like I told you guys, there's no cheat code. That he's there. He was able to learn that because he's special, or there's no revelation being sent to anyone after the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So anything that has been achieved by a human being can be achieved by other human beings, as long as they have the same abilities and faculties and the same opportunity. Then you're able to do the same or even better than an individual that preceded you. But you cannot get the result without the process. I want you guys, this is the generation that we're living in, or the last maybe 2 generations we've been living in, is that people want the result, whether it be deen or dunya, people want the result without the process. If you show me someone that has never failed, show me someone that has never struggled or failed, I will show you someone that has never succeeded. It will be that same exact person that you showed me. Show me someone that never struggled and never failed. I will show you someone that has never succeeded. and it will be the exact same person that you show. Because there's no way to reach any form of success in deen or dunya without struggle and failure, without giving up your comfort, without giving up relaxation. We are followers of a man, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that was promised heaven. He was promised Jannah while he was on earth. He was guided by Allah. The Quran was sent down to his heart. And yet, when his teacher, Jibreel, alayhi salam, came to recite the Quran and teach the Quran to him, he would quickly repeat after him in fear that he would forget something and be responsible for forgetting that. Until Allah Ta'ala revealed to him in Surah Al-Insan, لا تحرك به لسانك لتعجل به إن علينا جمعه وقرآنه فإذا قرأناه فاتبع قرآنه ثم إن علينا بيانه. Until Allah revealed, do not move your tongue in haste, O Muhammad, in order to try to memorize this Quran. It is for us to gather it and then to give it to you in a way that you won't forget it. Then, after that, we're going to explain it to you. And when it's recited to you, when it's recited to you, then follow its recitation. And other than that, from the ayat. So, if the Prophet ﷺ had to seek knowledge, and he's chosen by Allah Ta'ala, but Jibreel would come to him, and he would recite the Quran to the Prophet would recite the Quran to Jibreel in order to make sure he had it correctly. The Sunnah also, same thing. So, it's no way to get the result without the process. Impossible. Impossible. I don't care if it's deen or dunya. You see someone successful in dunya. And I want to let you all know that when someone is considered successful, it means that they went through a process that took them from stage to stage. Someone who is given a finished product, strictly for dunya, you can't be given a finished product in deen. But in dunya, you can. So someone is given a finished product. Someone inherits an estate, a business, a running business, and all of those things. That individual is not considered successful. That individual is considered blessed. He didn't succeed. To succeed, in order to succeed, there has to be a process, an obstacle, in order for you to be considered that you succeeded. So someone who they raised up and then their parent died, their uncle, grandfather, whoever died, and they said, here, I left this for you. They say, wow, he's a big success. He's not a big success. Whoa, he's blessed. He got all of that without doing a thing. So these people are not under consideration. I'm talking about a success. Someone that went from stage to stage and achieved something. Everyone that achieves something, they have to go through a process. So that's what I mean when I say, if you show me someone that has never failed, because on that path to success, there are going to be obstacles. Those obstacles are in order to purge you to see if you deserve to make it to the end of the road. A lot of people are going to drop off. Many people are going to drop off. But what are you going to do? It's to your own benefit. We mentioned before, I don't know if it was in the class, in the masjid or here, but we mentioned before, what? How long are you going to let the conversation, the message of your Lord be translated to you? What are you going to decide that, no, I want to know what my Lord is saying to me directly by reading his words myself and knowing what my Lord wants from me and what he's offering me. So it's going to take hard work. It's going to take hard work. But it's easy if you apply yourself. What do you have?
نحن تلاميذ يقول
Mm-hmm.
نحن بشر
Nah. He said, we're students, نحن تلاميذ. We are students, نحن بشر. We are humans.
نحن صابرين نحن صابرين
Subyan.
صبيان
Boys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're boys. نحن صبيان. Mhm. That means like young male adolescent. Subyan. It could be a little boy too. Well,
نحن أنا
try.
نحن
Nah, see, you did it. نحن عائلة. We're family.
I try to say we're community.
مجتمع.
Yeah.
مجتمع. نحن مجتمع. And we are a community or a society.
أنا أحب قراءة الصلاة.
Again?
أنا أحب قراءة الصلاة.
قراءة.
قراءة.
قراءة. Okay. I love to recite in prayer. Okay. Yeah. أنا أحب قراءة في. Put في before صلاة. الصلاة. أنا أحب القراءة في الصلاة. I like reciting in prayer.
أنا أحب أنا أريد ملابس جديدة.
أنا أريد ملابس جديدة. شبه جديدة في التاء مربوطة. I want new clothes.
أنا أحب الألعاب مع الأصدقاء.
أنا أحب. It should be أن. The همزة, the ألف and the noon. أن ألعب. أن ألعب. أنا أحب أن ألعب مع أصدقائي. I like to play with my friends.
And I don't know how to say this. I'm not 14.
أنا 14. أنا 14. I'm 14. Mhm.
أنا أحب ناتشو.
Again?
أنا أحب ناتشو.
Nacho? Nachos?
Yeah.
Okay. I know nacho. I love nachos. Okay. That's your 5, right? Okay. You did already? No, you forgot. Find yours yet?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
May I?
تفضل.
نعم. أنا طبيب.
I'm a doctor.
أنا مهندس.
I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer.
أنا طالب العلم.
I'm a student of knowledge.
أنا أب. I think this one was wrong. I wrote أنا أبي. SubhanAllah.
I'm my father.
أنا إمام.
And I'm an imam.
No, I messed up the father one, so that was my 5 on Anna. نحن.
نحن.
نعم. نحن جاهزون. نحن جاهزون. نعم. عفوا. نحن في المستشفى. نحن في المستشفى.
We're in the hospital.
نحن نقرأ الكتاب العربية.
We read the Arabic book.
نحن نتكلم اللغة العربية.
We speak the Arabic language.
نحن أكل.
نحن what?
أكل. We are eating.
نحن.
أكل. We are eating.
No. No.
Oh.
Nahnu na. If you say nahnu akala, is we, he ate.
SubhanAllah.
He ate. So if you want to say we are eating, you have to put the noon nahnu nakul. Nakul. You want to say we
Nakul?
ate, nahnu akalna. Akalna. Now.
Nah. Barakallah feek, Ustad.
Wa fikum barak. Anyone else? Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Now, may I proceed?
Now.
أنا سريع.
أنا سريع. I'm fast.
أنا ذكية.
أنا
ذكي.
ذكي. نعم.
ذكي. أنا أمريكي.
I'm American.
أنا جوعان جدا.
I'm very hungry.
أنا سعيد.
I'm happy.
نحن متين.
We're strong.
نعم.
Mm-hmm.
نحن رجل.
We're a man.
I must have wrong then, inshallah. I was trying to say we are men.
نحن رجال. The plural.
نحن
رجال.
رجال. نحن رجال.
You know that what just happened, it happened to me. I was in West Philadelphia at Masjid al-Jami'ah. This is a masjid near Drexel University in West Philadelphia. And I was learning Arabic. The store across the street from the masjid called Mecca Market. So I used to go to Mecca Market because most of the people that go down there are Arab. So it was a brother from Morocco named Mohammed Bonif. I would go down there to talk to him. And there was a teacher down there, Sheikh, what is his name? I forget the Sheikh's name, from Nigeria. They used to teach us the Iqra books. He used to teach us the Iqra books in Arabic. They're good books too. So we are in the masjid for Salat al-Isha, and it began raining hard, profusely, just rain, just coming down. And the cars were parked across the street, and the lot, it was a pharmacy across the street, it's something else now. So we're standing at the door, looking at the rain, and we're afraid to go out, right? So nobody wants to get caught up in the rain. So I'm standing at the door. I was one of the first people, so I screamed out, "Aina rajulun!" Aina. So I made a mistake. I'm supposed to say the plural, just like what you just did. I said, "Where's the man?" Somebody from the back said, Rijal, men, because I'm trying to say, where are the men? So now I made the same mistake before. Don't worry about it.
نحن طالب العلم.
Now, you have to say the plural there too. نحن طلاب العلم. We're students.
طلاب العلم. نحن من Greensboro.
We're from Greensboro.
No.
We're from New York.
نعم.
Nah.
نحن
Huh? I couldn't hear the last one.
نحن بارد.
نحن ماذا؟
بارد.
Can't hear you.
بارد.
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 Oh, بارد. Nah, we're cold.
نعم.
Nah.
Thank you for letting me read them out.
You can say نحن باردون.
نحن باردون.
Now we're cold, using the plural.
Alhamdulillah. Shukran.
Now, anyone else? Okay, so we're going to go into some more translation today. Before we go into some more, not translation, rather vocabulary. Before we go into vocabulary, I would like everyone to go over the first three letters we took, starting with, what's your name, young man? Ilyas? Okay, Ilyas. Ba. Ta. Sa. Remember those sa? Mm-hmm.
Back. Wait, you said back.
Uh-huh.
Back.
Mm-hmm.
The sound.
The sound, not the name of the letter. Remember, we said no folding the lips. Again. You sound almost like a P. But. Yep. But. Mm-hmm. Ta. It's the name of the letter. I want the sound of the letter. Yep. Huh? Ta. Remember something on your tongue, what you want to do? Huh? But yeah, but just don't put a sound on it. Yeah, excellent. Okay, you saying the letter didn't sound okay, but. Mm-hmm. Yep, excellent.
Do I see the letter then? Do I see?
As long as you say the sound, I'm happy. Not but.
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 You say but? No.
But.
But. But. Mm-hmm. Bismillah. When you recite, you say but. No. Bismillah. 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 Be. But.
But.
You want.
But. But.
This is called, see, and when it comes to the Arabic language, they have something what is called lahan. Lahan. Lahan means distortion, right? Lahan means distortion. So you have three types of lahan. You have lahan al-jali. Jali means apparent, clear lahan, where it's just off totally, right? Then you have lahan al-khafi. We're going to go over that. Then you have hidden lahan. This is a distortion that only learned people in this field would know that there was a distortion. And then you have lahan adai. Lahan adai, which could turn into one of the other two. Lahan adai means that, okay, yeah, technically you're right, but the way you're doing it is not correct, right? Technically is right, like it's just like someone, let's say somebody has good handwriting, but they hold their pencil like this. I mean, technically, you're writing, but just not how you hold a pencil. So when I tell you, don't fold your lips like that, even though you may put out the sound correctly, then your performance is off. So you want to get your performance right. It's better. That's better. Mm-hmm. Tag. Mm-hmm. Yes, excellent. You're putting like a sound on it. That's just it. That was better, yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. That. Don't say thug. Excellent. Anybody online? Okay. So we're going to say, wa alaikum assalam. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't put, you put a fet on, you said, no. Not th and not that. You just
hear that?
push in the air.
Can you hear it?
Try again. There it is. I can hear it now. It's a little. So, أعوذ أعوذ Now, أعوذ 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 Now, I seek shelter and protection. I seek, yes, just for a'udhu. A'udhu, when you say a'udhu, you're saying I seek shelter and protection. And the reason that a'udhu means all of that because it's an al-awd or ma'adh, or ma'ad, afwan, al-awd. This awd is, if it was for something tangible, then it would be like going into a fallout shelter. So two things happen when you go into something like a fallout shelter. A shelter gives you safety, right? And then the way it is built, that's why every building can be used as a fallout shelter. The way the doors are, heavy metal doors, when you see fallout shelters like that. So just being in this shelter, you have a level of safety. But every shelter that gives safety doesn't necessarily give what? Security. So when you say a'udhu, I seek shelter and protection, because just because you're inside of a shelter, you're protected. I mean, something can get inside of there, right? But then when you have something that is safe and secure, that means it's your shelter and protection. When we say a'udhu, I'm seeking shelter and protection. So I want to be safe from anything outside or inside. I want to be safe from anything outside or inside. So, a'udhu, I'm seeking shelter and protection. Okay, this is in our vocabulary words. What does this mean? And or with. This is our vocabulary. Allah. What does Allah mean?
The only one.
The The only one who
Remember?
worshipped with right and truth.
Again?
The only one who was worshipped with right and in truth.
That's right. The only one who was worshipped with right. Yes, that's his right. You understand that? When to be Allah, to worship Allah, that's the right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's his right. Right? A lot of people today want to talk about rights, don't they? Everybody's talking about this person's right and these people's right, but they haven't given Allah his rights to worship him alone. But they want rights. They're screaming, they're marching, and they're talking rights that Allah has not given them. So, number one, these people are asking for rights that Allah has not given them, and they're not even giving Allah Ta'ala his rights. So, in or with Allah, the only one who is worshipped with right and in truth. So I'm going to ask the question we asked the other day. Is Allah the only God?
No.
This is a Muslim class.
No.
Right? Everybody
No.
Muslim.
True God. That's-
So I'm going to ask this class again. Is Allah the only God?
No.
This is a Muslim class. Huh? Everybody Muslim? Yes or no? Is Allah the only God?
Yes.
No.
No? Yep.
No.
Yes?
He's the only true God. The real God.
The only God.
Oh,
Yes.
No.
no.
Yes.
Okay. Whoever says yes, he's the only God, raise your hand. We got one person here. Anybody online? Anybody online raising their hand?
I'm raising mine, but you can't see it.
You know we have a raise.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So whoever agrees with young Muhammad that Allah is the only God, raise their hand. Okay. Whoever says Allah is not the only God, raise. Okay, mashallah. Okay, who wants to explain?
Allah
We have our young brother Ilyas explaining.
Allah is, well, he is the only God, but there are other gods like non-believers worship and they can't rock with gods because they are man.
So our young brother Ilyas said, Allah is the only God, but other things are worshipped by kuffar or gods. But say that again. How did you explain it?
But they can't be because they're
They can't be gods because they're man-made. So we took in the other class that anything that is worshipped is a god. Anything that is worshipped is a god. But it doesn't deserve to be worshipped. It doesn't deserve to be worshipped. There are other gods. Right? We look at Surah Al-Kahf. إن قوما اتخذوا من دونه آلهة لولا يأتون عليها بسلطان بين. They said, the boys in the cave, when they woke up, they said, indeed, our people have taken other than him as alihah, as gods. If only they would bring clear proof for him. Right? Right? So they said their people took other than Allah's gods. Right? Ibrahim in Surah Al-An'am. وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ لِأَبِيهِ آزَرَ أَتَتَّخِذُ أَصْنَامًا آلِهَةً. When Ibrahim said to his father Azra, are you taking statues as alihah, as gods? As gods. And this brings us to a very important point. A very, very important point. Allah, that is the proper name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Every other name of Allah is a description of him subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when we say Allah, we have Ar-Rahman, that is describing Allah. Ar-Rahim is describing Allah. Al-Malik is describing Allah. Al-Quddus, Al-Salam, Al-Mu'min, Al-Muhaymin, Al-Aziz, Al-Jabbar, Al-Mutakabbir. All of these are describing Allah. So Allah is Allah's proper name, right? And then every other name of Allah is a description of who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. Now, there's not from Allah's names God. Allah does not mean God. So when people say, okay, well, what does Allah mean? Don't say, oh, God. It's wrong. And it's very wrong to say to Christians or Jews, Jehovah's Witnesses, Buddhists, we worship the same God, but we just call him by a different name. That is a lie. And that is kufr. How can we tell a Christian we worship the same God when they worship Isa, Jesus? How can we say that? So Jesus is just another name for Allah? So then we don't worship the same God. We do not worship the same God. You can tell them, we worship the God of the one that you worship. The one that you worship, we worship the one that created him, his Lord. But we don't worship the same God. We do not worship the same God. So don't go around telling people, oh, we worship the same God. We just say Allah, you guys say Jesus, you guys say Buddha, you guys say whatever. What do they say? Yahweh? And no, that's not how it goes. We worship Allah. Allah revealed his name to us in the Quran. We call him by the name he revealed. Allah Ta'ala said, وَلِلَّهِ in Surah Al-A'raf, وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى فَادْعُوهُ بِهَا وَذَرُوا الَّذِينَ يُلْحِدُونَ فِي أَسْمَائِهِ. Allah Ta'ala said, and for Allah is the most beautiful name, so call on him by those names and leave all those who make blasphemy in his names. So we do not agree with those who call Allah other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from names that Allah did not reveal. The asma was sifat of Allah are tawqifiyah. The asma was sifat of Allah are tawqifiyah. Means we don't say that Allah is this or that without proof. Allah says about himself, he's that. He says, he names himself that. He revealed to the prophet, his name is that. So we call Allah by those names. We don't say silly things like, Allah is my doctor. Somebody going to court, I'm not worried about it, Allah is my lawyer. No. We say Allah is going to protect me. Allah, Ibrahim said it. He was sick. He said, well, either, he wasn't sick, but we said in the Quran, he said, what? وَإِذَا مَرِضْتُ فَهُوَ يَشْفِينِ. He said, if I become sick, it is he who cures me. So we call Allah what Allah called himself. Here we are, we're creation. Would you let somebody make up a name for you and just start calling you by name? And I just say, Ibrahim, you remind me of a brother I know back in the name Roscoe. I'm gonna call you Roscoe. Because I like to call you Roscoe, I'm just gonna call you Roscoe. Is that acceptable? Okay. If you like it, then it's acceptable. If you don't like it, it's not acceptable. So if it's not acceptable between the creation to call each other by names that we don't like for each other, how are we going to just make up names for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Right? Muhammad.
So Allah doesn't have a gender, right? Like we don't know his gender, right?
Anytime when you're using the language, the strongest gender has to be used because Allah Ta'ala is all powerful. So to express about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we use the strongest gender, he. So Allah is he. He called himself. Who Allah? He is Allah. Allah said that about himself.
Says he.
Allah is he. See, when you say gender now, you're talking about genitalia and things like that when you start getting into gender. And Allah is not like his creation. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
When you, okay, let me use a smaller word. When you talk about gender, you're talking about private organs, right? Right? So now we're not going to say that about Allah. Allah didn't reveal any of that to us about himself, private parts and things like that. So we're not going to go there. We're going to say Allah is he. You understand? Who Allah. When we say he about us, we're talking about what? We're talking about someone from the human race that has male genitalia. That's what he means when it comes to humans and animals and some insects. That they have genitalia that puts them in this category. When we say she, that means they have genitalia, private parts, that put them in that category. So Allah Ta'ala is free from being put in either of those categories, but he is he. Because that is the strongest expression to be used in language, to refer to Allah as he. And he said about himself, he, Huwa Allahu alladhi la ilaha illa huwa. He is Allah, the one that nothing has the right to be worshipped but him. Right? So we restrict ourselves to the exact names and the exact pronouns, what? That Allah used for himself. Not like these people saying there, we're we, we're it, we're them, and like that. No, what Allah used to indicate to himself and describe himself, we use that. But Allah said to us in Surah Al-Shura, Laysa kamithlihi shay. There is nothing whatsoever like him. There's nothing like Allah. So whatever we imagine, Allah is different from that. So any he, when we say he, but Allah used he, but we imagine that he, we want to think about a he that's created. And then we're going to be coming up with something that's not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we say he, and then we say, this is what Allah revealed to us about himself. He called himself he, and that's it. Right?
Assalamu alaikum.
Because Allah's not. Wa alaikum as-salam.
Is this also the reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala refers to himself by using nahnu, saying we or us?
Now, well, we, even in the English language, even in other languages, this is another term of power and authority. In the old days, the kings used to write it. We, but just referring to themselves, not referring to multiple people. So Allah Ta'ala, in the Arabic language, in this nahnu, we, that's used concerning Allah, لِلَّذِي يُعَظِّمْ نَفْسَهُ. This expression is used for someone that is exalting his own self. So Allah is exalting himself when he says, we. نَحْنُ خَلَقَنَاكُمْ فَلَوْلَا تُصَدِّقُونَ. Allah said, it's we who created you. So why don't you believe it? But he's referring to himself because the angels didn't take part in creating anything. The jinn and mankind, none of them took part in creating anything. Allah said, نَحْنُ خَلَقَنَاكُمْ فَلَوْلَا تُصَدِّقُونَ. أَفَرَأَيْتُمْ مَا تُمْنُونَ أَأَنْتُمْ تَخْلُقُونَهُ أَمْ نَحْنُ الْخَالِقُونَ. Allah said, do you see the fluid that you emit? Is it you that created it or are we the creators? أَفَرَأَيْتُمُ النَّارَ الَّذِي تُوُونَ أَأَنْتُمْ أَنْشَأْتُمْ شَجَرَتَهَا أَمْ نَحْنُ الْمُنْشِئُونَ. Do you see the fire that you light? Is it you that caused the tree to grow, that you made the fire from, or did we cause that tree to grow? أَفَرَأَيْتُمُ الْمَاءَ الَّذِي تَشْرَبُونَ أَأَنْتُمْ أَنْزَلْتُمُوهُ مِنَ الْمُزْنِ أَوْ نَحْنُ الْمُنْزِلُونَ. Do you see the water that you drink? Is it we who caused it to come down from the clouds, or did we cause it to come? And so forth and so on and on. Right. So just like when Allah says we, it's not talking about a group of Allah. It's not talking about a group. It's talking about the one who exalted himself so much that he speaks about himself as an individual plural. Speaks about himself as an individual plural. That's how strong his authority is. And he speaks of himself as a he because he is the strongest, the most authoritative. So he's using the strongest terminologies for us to understand. For us to understand. Now, so this is in your vocabulary. I'm not going to write it again. D and Allah, right? New word. Me. Mean. Don't say men, don't say min. Mean. Mean as shaitan. Mean as shaitan. Don't say min as shaitan. Don't be lazy. Arabic is not a lazy language. It's a language that uses all your mouth muscles. Mean, mean, mean,
Mean.
mean,
Mean.
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 Don't extend it until it becomes mean, but mean.
Mean.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان. See? Min. Mina. 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 Huh? Mhm.
Mean.
Mina.
Mhm. Mhm. Mean. What does mean? It has many, jazakallah khair. It has many meanings. We're going to stick to from right now. From.
What about Billah?
We already
I
have
already got that. Took that the other day.
it.
That's why I just asked you.
Oh.
What does B mean? What I said about that link earlier, right?
Oh, it's right here.
Uh-huh. Remember what I said about that link earlier? Are you seeing the link now? I said everything's a link. If you miss it, it's gone. Huh? Right?
It's
Huh?
right here.
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
B.
He wasn't here for the first one.
Oh, you weren't here for the first one. So you're gonna have to get with Muhammad or Ilyas or somebody to get that class. And also the class is online. Class is online. So you have to go listen to the class. Inshallah, and write down what we wrote down. We took a lot of things in that class. You're gonna need that. It's online. So, but still, that's your homework also over the weekend. Monday, I'm gonna ask you, you have to write down 8 things that we took. Remember one over there, right? We had 8 things that we took. So listen to the class and write down, take notes. Take notes. Listen to the class. Are you in the Mystic group?
Huh?
The group and NUC. No Uni Center group. You're in that group?
I think his mom is.
Okay, ask your Umi. Ask your Umi. She's in the group. Me from, so you can listen to the class. The class is on YouTube.
What do I tell her? That like, do I ask her what?
Class 1. Tell her Everyday Arabic Class 1 is on YouTube, and you need to listen to it.
Me or
I'll send
You.
Wait, this
Because
is.
you missed the class.
This is like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you. I'll send you.
You put edit stuff out.
No. So everything you do when I say you
Like
stop
you just right
talking,
now?
yeah. I'll tell you stop talking, stop. No. Now,
You said.
Yeah, Mike.
yeah, I said
Instead of.
Uh-huh. I said and then I switched and said yeah. I said your so I mixed the 2 languages together. Nah. First I said then I said your
But when did they?
Definitely, yeah. Yeah.
What's Umm?
Your mother. The K at the calf at the end, astaghfirullah. The calf at the end means your.
So
Yeah.
moon means now.
What about
Mother. Mama.
Ummuk is your mother.
Okay. Let's focus. Min. Mean. From.
Shade. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان.
Okay?
Did you forget the R?
Yeah. Mhm. So, Shaitan means the extremely evil one. Anything that goes to excess in evil is called a shaitan. It can be a human, it could be a jinn, it could be an animal. Yes.
So I seek shelter and protection in or with Allah, the extremely evil.
Yes.
The rest of the definition of the word.
Nah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
The only one who is worshipped with right and in truth.
Nah. Okay. Ar-Rajim. Ar-Rajim. Ar-Rajim.
Ar-Rajim.
The cursed and rejected. To be cursed, it means to be excluded and pushed far away from the mercy of Allah. Someone is cursed, it means they're excluded, and not just excluded. You know, someone can be excluded and be standing at the door. You can't come into class, but he's standing right there, so he's close. He still gets to hear something what's going on, and no. It's to be excluded, to be a rajim, to be what? Cursed and rejected. It means that the person is excluded and pushed far away. Rejected, get away. And this is why when a person says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, shaitan runs. He gets far away. This is the benefit of this dua. You seek shelter and protection from Allah, from this extremely evil one who was cursed and rejected. When he hears those words, he gets away. He gets away. He goes back to his cursed and rejected place, far away from the believers.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim means
Mhm.
I seek shelter and protection in or with Allah, the only one who is worshipped with right and in truth,
Mhm.
the extremely evil one, from the extremely evil one, the cursed and rejected.
You see what happened when you didn't have from?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Did you understand what he said to you? What the Laka said to you?
Mm-hmm.
When you skip from, it's as if you were saying this about Allah. That's why you have to say,
That's why you have to be.
yeah, alhamdulillah. No slip of the tongue, you didn't mean it. So, but that's the importance of every single word. This is why we're taking this class.
So Shit.
Nah.
The cursed and rejected is from Allah's mercy, correct?
Yes.
Because he was, when the extremely evil, because when Allah had told him, commanded him to prostrate to Adam, and he was arrogant, and Allah said, was going to send him to Jahannam, but he asked Allah for some words to make
He asked Allah for respite,
respite.
for time.
Nah, for
Asked
time
Allah for time
to be man.
to continue doing evil until the world ends. Give me time to do whatever I want according to the limited free will you give me, and guarantee that we will not be grateful.
That's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time. He's been here for a long time, Shaitan. He has a lot of practice. He has a lot of practice. However, he's not stronger than these words. He's not stronger than the words of the Quran. Right? However, the more good you do, the more righteous you are, the more he wants to attack you because you're proving him wrong.
When
But Allah Ta'ala said, why didn't you prostrate in Surah Al-A'raf when I ordered you to? Right? This is the first act and a true act of racism. The first racist was Shaitan. The first racist was Shaitan. This is real racism. Because he's from the jinn race and we're from the human race. So he said, why did you prostrate? He said, because I'm better than him. You created me, and he used what he was made of as a proof that he was better. You created me from fire. You created him from clay. Racism. Allah said, get out of here, because it's not proper to be arrogant in my Jannah. He said, well, give me respite. Give me time until the day that the world ends and you raise them up. He said, you've been given respite. He said, well, since you set me astray, bima aghwaytani. He's talking to Allah arrogantly. He said, since you led me astray, لَأَقْعُدَنَّ لَهُمْ صِرَاطَكَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. I'm going to wait for them on your straight path. So every time a Muslim is upright, doing the right thing, praying, fasting, and doing what he's supposed to do, this is when Shaitan begins to attack. When a Muslim is not doing that, he doesn't need to attack. You're doing his work for him. When you don't pray, when you don't read the Quran, when you don't fast, you're doing the work of Shaitan for him. Because he wants to stop you from doing those things. So if you stop on your own, okay, you're his partner.
So if Allah like sent Shaitan like straight to Jahannam, not like give it like time to like lead us astray, would there be any sinners here? That's well.
The Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that Allah Ta'ala said, if the children of Adam didn't sin, he would wipe them out and bring in a new creation who did sin so that they will repent and he would forgive them. Yeah. Yeah. So it's always going to be mistakes and sin in this world because it was created for that reason. It was created because all of us, everyone in here, you may not remember. You may not remember. And we don't remember. However, Allah spoke the truth. Everybody that's alive, living, breathing human being now, or was in the past, or will be in the future, was given a choice to be here. Surah Al-Ahzab, Allah explains this. Everybody that is here was given a choice to be here. And part of that choice was to have the will to do good and bad. All of us accepted it. Allah Ta'ala said, إِنَّا عَرَضْنَا الْأَمَانَةَ عَلَى السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَالْجِبَالِ فَأَبَيْنَا أَنْ يَحْمِلْنَهَا وَأَشْفَقْنَ مِنْهَا وَحَمِلَ الْإِنسَانُ إِنَّهُ كَانَ ظَلُومًا جَهُولًا. Allah Ta'ala said, indeed, Allah offered the choice of free will to the heavens and the earth and the mountains. They refused. and they were afraid of it. But man, when it was offered to us, human beings, each and every one of us, Allah Ta'ala, وَمَا رَبُّكَ بِظَلَّامٍ لِلْعَبِيدِ, and your Lord is not oppressive to his slaves. Every single one of us that are living and breathing, this choice was offered to us individually. Ibrahim, you said yes, and that's why you're here. Abdul Haq said yes, and that's why he's here. And Nisa said yes, and that's why she's here. Muhammad said yes. I said yes, we're all here because when Allah offered us, do you want to be inanimate, or do you want to be an animal that just does exactly based off instinct? Or do you want to be a human and have the choice to do right and wrong? We say, yes, give me the choice. If we look at it, you can see this is in our nature as human beings. Because if somebody said, do you want to be restricted or you want to have options? What are you going to choose? There we go. We want options.
So and is that because we wanted an option of entering Jannah? Is it because we wanted,
Allahu A'lam. We wanted options. We wanted options. And
because the animals and stuff don't go to Jannah?
no, they're going to be turned into dust because they don't have options. They do the same exact thing. They stand for the cattle. They eat. Look at that situation.
That's tough.
Yeah. They just do what's instinctive for them to do. You know, lions can't say, you know what? You know, this meat is hurting my stomach and all these bones, I'm going to be a vegan. The lion can't do that. Right? You know, a kangaroo or a deer can say, you know what? You know, I'm just sick of eating all these salads all the time. I need some flavor. I want some seafood. They just do exactly what they were made to do. Us, we have those choices. Muhammad.
I have two questions.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're praying and you don't connect your feet and your shoulders, like Shaitan comes to pray, right?
He comes in between. He doesn't come to pray. He comes to distract. He comes to distract. That's why the Prophet ﷺ encourages us every time. Straighten your roles. Havu bainal manaqib wal a'qab. Bring your shoulders and your a'qab is from aqab, the heels of your feet together. And many Muslims are lackadaisical about this. They don't take it serious. Oh, no, it's not that. Don't be strict. That's overboard just as long as we're touching like that. But we wonder why we pray and we're distracted. This is from the signs of the Day of Judgment. In another hadith of Ubadah as-Samit, when he was asked about that, when Abu Baghdad was in Al-Medina speaking about that the knowledge was going to be taken away. And so the people, when they heard him saying, they said, wait, how's knowledge going to be raised up? Because they think like the Quran is right here. That's what it means. The knowledge of the Quran is going to do something. What do you mean the knowledge is going to be raised up? So they asked to get a confirmation. Oh, imagine the summit. So they went to Sham. That's like Syria, Jordan, and all those countries. Said the knowledge is going to be taken away. Your brothers on the Medina saying the knowledge is going to be taken away. He said, yes, he told you the truth. And I'll tell you the first knowledge that's going to be taken away. They said, what? He said, al-khushu'. Khushu' means humble concentration when you're praying. He said, al-khushu'. Humble concentration in prayer is going to be removed from the people. He said, hatta idha dakhalta al-masjid al-jami'. He said, to the point if you enter into the big masjid, it will have many worshipers in it. None of them, all of them standing in prayer, none of them thinking about their prayer. Everybody's mind is on something else. And from the reasons for that is the absence of straightening our roads. Even the Prophet ﷺ said in Hadith of Anas in Bukhari, he said, لا تسوون صفوفكم أو يخلفن الله بين قلوبكم. He said, you must straighten your roads or Allah will cause your hearts to differ. Because your hearts, this is the reason that Muslims don't get along and don't like each other, even if they pray together. When those roads, we don't pay attention. This is one of the reasons we don't pay attention to the roads being straight. We take it lightly, and then we wonder why. Just the smallest thing, Muslims don't like each other anymore. I don't talk to them. Because we're not taking the advice of the prophets.
And my other question is, if Allah like let's say Allah, like you get a newborn baby, right?
Mhm.
And Allah already knows the baby's gonna die.
Mhm.
Does Allah just do that to like test the parents or something?
It's both. It's the time for the baby. Everybody has a time they're going to be here, right? So anybody that comes into this world, they have a time that they're going to go. So if that child is removed at a young age, it's a blessing and a test for the parents. It's definitely a test. Allah said in Surah Al-Baqarah what? وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ. Allah Ta'ala said, be sure we're going to test you with something, fear, hunger, the loss of lives, and the loss of the toils of your struggle. When somebody struggles, and they still don't get what they thought they were going to get. وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. Allah said, but give glad tidings to those who are patient. الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. Those who when a trial, when a calamity befalls them, they say, indeed we belong to Allah, and indeed to Allah is our return.
Don't you say that like when somebody dies
You know what? That's good. That's the big problem. Allah Ta'ala in that verse, he said, anytime something bad happens, you say that. People only say it when people die, right? They think this is the door for death. Anytime something bad happens, you come out, somebody comes out and their car's been stolen. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. He says that. He says that, right? Somebody comes out and anything bad that happens, say inna lillahi, inna, we belong. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. So it means to Allah we belong and to him is our return. Why? Is that so important? Because once something bad happens to you, right? And you make that statement, if you understand the meaning, you want to say, well, this is not where I'm going to be forever anyway. You know, this is just the place of trial and test. So I'm not going to get caught up in something that's going to be over anyway. It's going to be over anyway. And I'm going to be out of here, inshallah, make it to Jannah. So it makes you stay folk. Allah said, أُولَٰئِكَ عَلَيْهِمْ صَلَوَاتٌ مِّن رَبِّهِمْ وَرَحْمَةٌ. These individuals, the peace and the prayers of Allah and his mercy descend upon them. وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُهْتَدُونَ. And these are the ones that are guided. These are the ones that are guided. And these trials, the loss of children, a child dying young, and all of those things. The blessing about that, for the Muslim parent especially, I would say for the Muslim parent without any difference of opinion, I'll say it that way. The Muslim parents that loses a baby, that baby is going to be from the youth in Jannah that Ibrahim was praying with.
Are they gonna be born in Jannah?
No, that's the mujahid, that's the martyr. No, the baby, they're going to be from the children in Jannah that play with Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam.
But with the martyrs in Jannah?
In the bodies of green birds, flying wherever they want to fly.
You can only be a bird?
No, that's just until the day of judgment.
Oh, so you're gonna turn into a human?
No, this is what Allah does for the martyrs. In Jannah, then Allah will make them. Listen, mama, slow down. Okay, let me answer the first part you're saying. The martyrs, their souls will be in the bodies of green birds. Their souls in the bodies of green birds flying around Jannah wherever they want until the day of judgment. Then they will come out and be judged like everyone else. But they have a higher reward due to them dying as martyrs. So that's part about the martyrs, right? They're not changing themselves. They're not shapeshifters. Allah does this to them. Understand? Okay.
And I saw a video that there's different type of martyrs, like
Yeah, but it's not. This is not for that class. For different type of martyrs. Yeah. Let's focus on class. I gave you 2. You wanted 4. Okay. Now. Okay. So, A'udhu billah. After class, you want to ask? You can ask, but let's stick to the class. A'udhu billahi
بالله
min ash-shaytan
من الشيطان
ar-rajim.
الرجيم.
So I seek shelter and protection.
I see.
We're gonna say this one. In or with.
In or with the only one who was worshipped with the right and in truth.
Yes.
from
From
The extremely evil one, cursed and rejectable.
cursed and rejected. Cursed and rejected. Okay, everybody have that. So, okay, every Friday, tomorrow's Friday. Why not?
he wasn't
That's the only thing that.
oh, because I don't think he was there for when we took it. Oh, you was?
So this one, you don't have that one. No, that was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
That was yesterday. I didn't get it.
You didn't write it down?
Sit down, Mom. Sit down.
No, because I live back the bridge.
Oh, you.
Okay. Inshallah, get it from your classmates after class. Okay. Yes. Today, it also resemble one another. What does ana mean?
I am. Or I.
Nah. What does nahnu mean?
We, where.
What else? One minute. Yeah. Us. Let me try. So we took the first three letters. Ba, ta, fa. Ba. Fine, Muhammad, stop calling now. I'm gonna put you out of class. Ba, ta, fa. Ba, ta. Okay, so later on, we're gonna come back. You remember those points of pronunciation. And remember, we said that from the qualities, the characteristics of ba is qalqala, echo, abba, abba, abba. We said from the qualities of ta is what? Hams, at. And likewise, we said hams was in ta, at. Whisper, same whisper, but it's not as strong as in the ta. So now we're going to take Jim, Ha, Kha, Jim, Ha, Kha, Jim, Ha, Kha, Jim, Ha, Kha, Jim, Ha, Kha. These are the next three letters of the Arabic alphabet. So we have ba, ta, fa, jim, ha, kha. So remember them, the names of these letters and their shapes. Ba, ta, fa, jim, ha, kha. So let's talk about jim. Jim. We're pronouncing jim. Jim is not the same as J. It's jim. And what happens is that the sound comes from around your tongue and jim. So it's the name of, but it goes j. And it has qalqala, like the ba. So if we're going to say it with the fatha, the hamza in front of it, we're going to say aj, So when we say, like we said, ash-shaytan ar-rajim, jim. Now, jim never makes the g sound. If you ever hear Arab, you're gonna maybe hear Egyptians doing it. If you ever hear the Egyptians or any Arab using the jim and saying, if they say ragim, this is wrong. Don't say, oh, but he's an Arab, oh, but he was raised in that. No, I don't care. It's wrong. There's no gim sound. It's jim. Jim, j. Jim, j. Jim, j. Jim, j. Jim, j. Jim, j. Aj. 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 Jim. So there's going to be a slight dip in your tongue. You're saying jim, and the air is going to be coming from the sides of your mouth. Jim, jim, edge, edge. Right? You don't want to let too much air come where you're saying, it's a jim sheen. Like you're almost saying a sheen with the jim sound, like a sh. You don't want to come out sh. You want to say Jannah, 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 Jannah. وبشر الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أن لهم جنات. Don't say no. Jannat. Jannah. 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 Ajr. Jannah. Ajr. Jannah. Ajr. Jannah. Ajr. Jannah. Ajr. Jannah. 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 Yes. You'll see. Jim, j, ajr. J. I don't want you to say a J. I want you to say Jim. Jim, j, ajr. Not j, j. Easy for you. Let's air. No.
Jim,
Jim, j, ajr.
Jim, J, Ajay.
Look, not the J. J.
Jim, J,
Not J. J.
Jim, J, Jim, J,
That's better.
Jim, J, Ajay.
Jim, J, Ajay. Y'all kind of close to danger. Okay. So let's Gene, J, 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 Edgy, 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 J, Edgy. Now, edgy. So that's the gene. So we know that it comes from the tongue, from the length of the tongue. They say shajar al-lisan. We're going to go over this all over again when we go over tajweed with more precision. But now we want to get a feel and an idea. Gene, gene, gene. This is the letter, so it's J, 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 edge, J, edge. Now, okay, that's G. Next, this letter comes from the middle of the throat. Wasat al-halq. Wasat means middle. Halq means throat. Halq. Nah, it means throat. This letter is called ha. Look, you want to let air out. Nah. No, don't. You don't have to. No, don't. Put pressure on your vocals in the middle of your throat. Don't say. No. Relax. Like you're out of breath. It's just like you're out of breath. Yeah. So this is very important because, like we talked about the other day, you will get it mixed up with We don't want you to mix up and So this is perfect. That's better. Let the air out.
Check your breath.
You feel air on your hand? Now. That's better. You stronger. No.
Let the air come out before the sound.
Now. Air. Now the No, you're saying you're trying to get to this one. We're not there yet. We're here. Not ha. That's better. Now say it. That's better. Again. Let the air go. That's a little better. Yes, you're getting it. Come on. Yes, come on. Nope, you let the air, you suck the air back in. Yes, come on. Nope. You're smiling, so you're stopping the air. You got it. You just got to keep doing it again and again. Come on. Again. Yes, again. Again, stop smiling. Every time you smile, the air stops. Every time you smile, the air stops. But listen, the most important surah in the Quran, the greatest surah in the Quran has in. If you say it wrong, the ha wrong, you're going to be saying that surah wrong, Al-Fatiha. Ha. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. But you have Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. That's in Al-Fatiha. Ha. No. Ha. No, ha is not a soft, it's hard. Ha.
Ha,
Exactly. Ha.
ha,
No, she stopped there again. Ha. No. Ha.
ha.
That's better. We're going to work on it, inshallah. Yes.
Ha.
Yes.
Ha.
Yes.
Ha.
Yes. Ha. Ha comes from the middle of the throat. And it has also the hands with the ha. So it doesn't just stop ha suddenly. Ha. It's not ha. It's ha.
Ha,
Ha.
ha,
So we say ha.
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 ha,
Ha.
ha,
Ha.
ha.
That's why the person's name is Ahmed. Ahmed. What did Allah say? So, ومبشر بنبي يأتي من بعد اسمه أحمد. He said, and Isa alayhi salam said, and I'm coming in Surah Al-Saf, 60 Surah in the Quran. He said, I'm giving glad tidings of a messenger that's going to come after me. His name is Ahmed. Ahmed, not Ahmad, not Amadou, not Amadou, not Amadou, not Ahmad. It's Ahmed. Ahmed.
Ahmed.
نعم برسول يأتي من بعد اسمه أحمد اسمه أحمد أحمد إن خطبة الحاجة خطبة الحاجة we say إن الحمد لله إن الحمد لله نحمد. We took a word yesterday. It was called Nahnu. Nahnu. That's the same ha. 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 Ah. Ha. Ha. And it's coming from the middle. You should feel it in the middle of your throat. We go with tajweed. Ha, ha, ha. Now. Ha. That's it. That's even more correct. He said ah. That's really the more correct way to say it. Ah. Now. Mm-hmm. Ah. Mm-hmm. Ah. Then back. Ah. Ah. No, don't say ah. You're saying I. Ah. 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 Mm-hmm. Gonna work on it. Mm-hmm. Okay. We say ah, 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 ah. Now ha, ah, ah, now. The air has to come. You're saying you're saying this one. We're going to get to this one, you're going to see it. Ah. Yep, let the air flow. Ah. Like you're out of breath. Ah. That's better. Ah. Ah. Closer. Closer, inshallah. I'm going to send a video today inside the video. That's okay. That's good.
Ha. Ah.
Now, okay. Next letter. Remember, this comes from where? This is from the tongue. The whiteness of the tongue. And this is from the middle of the throat. This is where it's coming from. Okay. This is from Adna al-Halq. Adna means closest. The closest part of the throat to the lips. We're going to study the other letters. We're going to come from Aqsa al-Halq. Aqsa. Aqsa means the furthest. That's why it's called Masjid al-Aqsa. Masjid al-Aqsa is the furthest masjid. You have the Haram, Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, Masjid al-Nabawi في المدينة, and Masjid al-Aqsa. Aqsa. Right? That means the furthest. So وجاء رجل من أقصى المدينة. سورة
أقصى.
No, no Surah Al-Aqsa. Quiet. In Surah Al-Yasin. In Surah Al-Yasin, من أقصى المدينة, a man came from the furthest part of the city. In Surah Al-Isra, Surah 17, what did Allah say? سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى. Right? How perfect is the one who Asra, who caused his slave, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to travel from the sacred masjid. Haram means sacred, or at the impermissible precincts. From the sacred masjid to the furthest masjid, Aqsa. So Aqsa al-Halq, none of these letters are from there. This letter is from Adna al-Halq. Adna al-Halq. When the letters, when the place of pronunciation for the letters are studied, it's studied starting from where sound comes from in the human body. And sound comes from the lungs, where air is produced. And then it presses up against, remember we said in order to make sound, you need air or oxygen in the physical surface.
Fraction.
No.
Oh.
Friction, you mean. Muhammad, stand up. You want to leave?
No.
Okay. Stop playing. It's the last time you want to get out. Okay. So that friction is going to come from somewhere in your mouth. You have your lungs where the air is coming from. You have your vocal cords for the vibration, and then you have the parts of your mouth. So we have Adna al-Halq. Adna al-Halq. So the closest part of your throat to your mouth. Sound comes from here going forward. So this is why this is considered the closest part of the throat to the mouth, meaning the two lips, because this is where it begins and this is where it ends. You can't make a sound past your lips. That doesn't belong to you. Whatever's past your lips out here, that doesn't belong to you. So what? It starts from your lungs and it ends at your lips. Sound that human being makes. Now, okay. So this letter is called Kha. 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 You can feel the pressure right here on this part of your throat. Kha. 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 Don't be afraid of this. Kha. Kha. Yeah, Kha. It's not a soft letter. It's a hard letter. Kha. 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 That's the name of the letter. Kha. You can say Kha or you can say Kha. So it's either going to have the hamza or an alif. Kha. 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 Akh. Kha. Akh. Kha. Akh. Kha. Akh. Kha. Akh. Kha. Not Kha. Kha. Akh. 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 From. So it comes from here. From. From. Right? Allah Ta'ala says, Jannatin tajri min tahtiha al-anharu khalidina fiha. You're going to hear some Arab, mainly Egyptian also. They're going to say khalidin. It's wrong. Khalid. Khalidin. 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 Right? You say Khali. Khali. Khali means my paternal uncle, my mother's brother, my Khali. Khali. My Khali is my mother's brother. Khali. My uncle that's related to my mother. Right? Khalid. 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 It's because of the Aleph. Khalid. Khalid. واتخذ الله إبراهيم خليلا, and Allah took Ibrahim as a friend. Allah took Ibrahim as a Khalil. Khalil. Now, okay, Kha. Kha. Akh. Mhm. Perfect. Mhm. Akh. Mhm. Now, so that's the Kha. So this is from Shajar al-Lisan, from the brightness of the tongue. This is from, and this has Qahtala, it has the echo with it. This is from Wasat al-Halq, and it has this hams, a hard hams with it. It's from the middle of the throat. This is from the top of the throat, the closest part of the throat, Adna al-Halq, to the throat. Kha. Mhm. Allahu Akbar. Perfect. MashaAllah. Anyone else want to do what Khalid just did? Bilhaq. He said, Jim, Aj. Ha, ha, ah. Kha, kha, ah. Jim, ah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Jim, Aj. Ha, 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 ah. Oh, ha, ha. Not call, we're not call yet, but ha. Ha. Mm-hmm. Call. Now. Mm-hmm. Now.
Jim, Ja, Ajab.
Hajja.
Jim, Ja.
Uh-huh.
Jim, Ja, Ajab.
Mm-hmm.
Ha, ha, ah. Ko, ha,
No, can't, no.
ko. Ko, ha, ah.
Nah. Okay. That's us for today. We're gonna take, you ready for any vocabulary today?
Yes. Nah.
No.
Nah. We'll take some vocabulary. Friday is review. Everything that we took from day one, we're gonna go over that tomorrow. Everything that we took. Everything that we took. Okay.
It's too, oh,
Your vocabulary. Come on, guys. Write it exactly how you see it.
What if I can erase it?
Anta, 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 anta.
and T. And T.
Anti, anti.
And
You female. So anta is you male and anti is you female. Two genders, male and female. Anta is you male, anti is you female. So if you want to say you to a male, you say anta. If you want to say you to a female, you say anti. And I'll give you an example. Anta Muslim. Anta Muslim. You are a Muslim. Anta Muslim. You are a Muslim. Anti Muslima. Anti Muslima. You are a female Muslim. Another example. Anta Akhi. Anta Akhi. You are my brother. You are my brother. Anti Ukhti. Anti Ukhti. You are my sister. You are my sister. Anta, you. Yeah. What's the word? Mm-hmm. Don't. Anta, anti. Yeah.
And T.
No.
And T.
Anta, anti.
And T.
Mm-hmm.
Anta, anti.
Yeah. So be careful of the hams. Okay, so that's what we're going to take for today. Tomorrow's another day, inshallah ta'ala. Tomorrow will be no lesson. We're going to be making review of everything we took from day one, and then class will be over. The more prepared you guys are for tomorrow's class, we can get it in and out. Yeah.
so wait, right? So you guys have to send me all those videos. I have to watch it today.
Over the weekend. I told you to watch it over the weekend.
Like all of them.
No, one video.
Oh,
Lesson one, class one. That's the video you have to watch. Yeah.
that's the one you're gonna send.
That's the one you're going to send them, right? Okay. Yep. Okay. Any questions about anything we've taken? Okay. Okay, we're going to stop here. Thank you, everybody here and online for participating. Got a question?
I was gonna say, if you could write out,
Ilayhi raji'un. Okay. He wants me to write inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. So it's like this.
And that's only because I want to change my code, saying alhamdulillah for everything. So that
Inna. lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Inna lillahi inna ilayhi raji'un. No, he just wanted that.
I wrote it down.
Okay, that's good. Okay, we'll stop here. Jazakumullahu khaira. هذا وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
I have a question.